Hello and welcome back to another Walking Dead video, and today I'm going to take you through how to watch the Walking Dead universe in chronological order. So that is all 7 shows plus all the webisodes that we have in this universe. And that's quite a lot, so I will not be going episode by episode because we'll be jumping around everywhere with a webisode here. A lot of seasons like to take place at the exact same time, so I don't want to be flipping through seasons. So I'm going to be going season by season, webisode by webisode, so that there is some sort of structure and it is easier to follow. So let's jump right into this with our first stop, Fear the Walking Dead Season 1, and this season is about the fall of LA and the first few days of the apocalypse. Our second stop is Fear the Walking Dead Flight 462, and this takes place during the events of Fear the Walking Dead Season 1, but as I said, I'm not going to split up the seasons like this, so this is the second stop, quickly followed by The Walking Dead Torn Apart, which follows the walker from the first episode of The Walking Dead, the one with no legs, the bicycle girl, and we get her origin. Then we get Fear the Walking Dead Dead in the Water, which is how did the military or people in submarines deal with the outbreak? What if a walker got on board a submarine? You then will finally hop back to Fear the Walking Dead Season 2, which will be about our characters heading south towards Mexico, and then back over to the webisodes with Fear the Walking Dead Passage, which is about Americans trying to get over the Mexican border, and now then Fear the Walking Dead Transmissions of the Apocalypse. And this is just a radio show, not even a webisode. Then you get The Walking Dead Cold Storage, which is about the first few days in Atlanta and how people turn dark really quick. Then you get The Walking Dead Oath, which explains how Rick survived to day 59 of the apocalypse. Then we go back to the shows with Fear the Walking Dead Season 3, which is the conclusion of the Dave Erickson era, and is also the moment we can finally jump over to The Walking Dead Season 1, Season 2, Season 3, Season 4, Season 5, Season 6, Season 7, and Season 8. You get to watch all those seasons in one big go, and that is just about the story of Rick Grimes, going from police officer to leader of this massive joint community. And after Season 8, we finally hop over to a webisode again with The Walking Dead Red Machete, and this tells the story of Rick's signature weapon, where it came from and where it ended up after Season 7. And it takes place throughout the entire Walking Dead timeline. However, I feel like it makes more sense to watch The Walking Dead first and then watch Red Machete second, because there are spoilers in this webisode. Then our next stop is finally with Fear the Walking Dead Season 4. There's been a massive time jump. Morgan's joined the show. The show has completely been rebooted, and not for the better. Quickly followed by Fear the Walking Dead Season 5. And this is just Morgan and the merry band running around Texas trying to save as many people as they can while failing at every single step. After Season 5 is the Althea tapes, which are just a little compliment to Season 5. They don't really add much. It is just random interviews that Althea has done throughout the Walking Dead timeline. Each episode takes place at a different point in the timeline, with the final one lining up with Fear the Walking Dead Season 5 Episode 9. Then it is Tales of the Walking Dead Season 1, and I've placed this one just kind of in the middle, just because each episode takes place in a drastically different part of the timeline. One takes place 15 years in, one takes place in day 1, and I didn't want to have you hopping back and forth to Tales of the Walking Dead just randomly throughout the list, so I decided to just put it right here in the centre, and you kind of hop through while watching Tales by itself. And now we'll finally go back to The Walking Dead with The Walking Dead Season 9, Episode 1 to 5, and this is the only time I say split up the season, just because 1 to 5 is about saying goodbye to Rick Grimes, and there is a massive time jump between Episode 5 and Episode 6. So we leave The Walking Dead here for now, but moving over to Fear the Walking Dead Season 6 as our next stop, and this is where Morgan finally gets good. He actually gets some character development, and we pick back up with one of the characters from Fear the Walking Dead Dead in the Water. Then you get Fear the Walking Dead Season 7, the Fallout season, and this is the season where Strand's the villain and everyone is just really dumb and annoying. And that's where we leave it for Fear for now. Our next stop is The Walking Dead World Beyond Season 1, and then The Walking Dead World Beyond Season 2, and this is the CRM show. We get introduced to Jadis again as Officer Stokes, and we get a lot of answers to where's Rick gone, what's been happening, and who is the CRM. We then finally hop back to The Walking Dead for Season 9, Episode 6 to 16, which is the slow build to the fair and the introduction to the Whisperers, and then The Walking Dead Season 10 with the War of the Whisperers and the 6 bonus episodes, and then you watch The Walking Dead Season 11 Part 1 with the Reapers, and then Part 2 immediately after with the first half of the Commonwealth arc. And then we leave The Walking Dead again for Fear the Walking Dead's final season, Fear the Walking Dead Season 8, with the goodbye to Morgan, and then the resurrection of Troy, and then just a terrible final 6 episodes, where there is zero budget, and everyone is just kind of doing things. That's how you could explain this season. But once you finish with Fear, finally back to The Walking Dead for Season 11 Part 3, the conclusion of the Commonwealth arc and the conclusion of the story of The Walking Dead. But it isn't over, because you then have to watch The Walking Dead The Ones Who Live to finally find out where Rick went, where Michonne went, and the conclusion to the CRM story arc for The Walking Dead universe, and then hop over to France to see Daryl Dixon Season 1 and what he's been doing after the events of The Walking Dead's final season. And then finally, The Walking Dead Dead City Season 1 with Maggie and Negan all the years later after all these shows are done, and them having to team up one more time to go into New York and to try and save Herschel. And that is the chronological order of the Walking Dead universe at this current time. So this is it for me today. So goodbye, peace out, and I'll talk to you later.